How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And what we're going to be doing today is remaking this video. Yes, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I don't know how it happened, but what had happened was, let me explain. As you can see, there's still some things over here that are kind of messed up, but we're going to fix it right now. Okay, so what had happened was, to explain things a little further was I had just made this video, right? And I was going into editing it, and I realized at one point the sound cuts out throughout the entire video. So I've kept some of the recording, because obviously I did the giveaway, which we did today. So there we go, the Dawn of Majesty boxes. We're doing the giveaway for that in this video, and you'll see who the winners are because I saved the winners so you can see the live or the actual thing of me doing it. So you can look over here. As you can see over here, I've still got the saved recording, so don't you worried about it. This is the first one coming up over here. You can see there I am. I'm talking and stalling. Yeah, I put the 15 and getting ready for everyone who's gonna do it. And then I get ready to roll in 3, 2, 1, and we've got the generator pulling up number 2. So I was feeling generous, so I was giving away number 2 was Mr. Raymond. So congratulations, Raymond, you win this box. I'm sorry it isn't as exciting this time because of missing out on the video, but hey, you know what? Mistakes happen. But I was feeling so generous because 15 of you actually entered, as you can see on the paper over here. You can see Mr. Raymond is second. 15 of you entered, so you know what? I thought I was actually gonna give both the boxes away to give 2 of you the chance. And as we can see in the second video right over here, bam, I'm over there talking, stalling, trying to make it very, very exciting for you guys, building the suspense a little bit, you know, just building it up a little bit, getting you ready and prepared, and then we shall generate the number pretty soon. I don't know when I do the countdown, but here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we have number 10, the second person who wins, and it goes to Mr. Kanizo Chilambe. So congratulations to you guys for winning the 2 Dawn of Majesty boxes. Thank you, Solar Pop, and plug yourself! But what we're actually going to be doing today is we are going to be looking at the Invitational top 8 remote duel qualifier deck lists. I'm not going to be going in depth into the deck lists. You guys can check them out on your own as well. We're just going to do like a quick review of what decks actually topped. And it is quite interesting to see which of these decks actually made it. Okay, there's the intro you guys loved. Yeah, absolutely. Great. But as you can see in the random number generator there, we've got number 10, who was the last one to win. So congratulations to Raymond and Mr. Ganizo. But anyway, moving on, we're going to be looking at the invitational list, the one that actually a couple of us South Africans got to enter in, including myself. It was a lot of fun. None of us managed to make top 16, but we did really, really well. I was quite impressed with all the players that actually went there, and we weren't completely destroyed. We actually fought really, really hard and really well, and I was quite impressed with all the players that were there. If you want to check out my deck list, it's right over here on Mr. Eric Future Knight's channel, another South African YouTuber. Check him out, subscribe to his channel, it's really, really awesome. He's got my deck list over there, some of the gimmicky stuff that I played, so you can go there and laugh and mock me all you want. But yes, you can check out his channel, please follow him. And also, we are really close. We're actually really close to having like a lot of subscribers. If you looked, we had 139. I want to try get to 300 by the end of this year, so we're crossing our fingers for that. Or by the end of this year, because it's September now, so by the end of this year we would like to get to 300 if possible and try make it out there. But yeah, check out his Eric Future Knight. His channel is in the description. But let's move on to the important part. By the way, congratulations to all the South African players. It's really cool to see South Africa actually entering in European stuff now. So we might actually be able to start going to YCSs and stuff. Obviously there was a bit of a delay, but you know what, we're getting into the this a lot more, and it's nice to see South Africa getting out there. So, moving into the top 8 deck list, in the top 8 we have Drytron, which as you can see, it's a really cool list. Clearly, from what we can see here, it's a going first list. They play Dragoons, they solely focus on trying to get out the Herald, and you can see the side deck is a lot of back row hate, some Imperm, some Drawn Lockbirds. We got Bell for the Tri-Brigade matchup to get rid of the revolt, and they're also main decking Forbidden Droplets. They're main decking Triple Tactical Talents. They have the two heralds and two heralds, which is heralds of the Orange Light, which is really interesting. They also have the Meteornus Ultra Rare Ritual Monster, which is pretty good as well. It's a quick effect to pop cards on the field, which is really nice. And the three Diviners, of course, and the Foolish Burial, really just like going first centric. We even have an instant fusion with the Relinquished, so you can see that it's built for going first. Moving on to the next top 8, we have Tri-Brigade. Oh, so the Drytron was done by Oscar PF, and then we've got Mr. Leonardo S, who did Tri-Brigade. We can see he's main decking 12 hand traps, so we see the 3 Gamma, 3 Draw, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperms, and we've got the Double Twin Twister in the main deck with the Imperial Order for those pesky spells, because a lot of the decks these days are actually playing spells, so Imperial Order is quite MVP, and you will see it being main decked a lot lately. And if you look in the side deck, he's actually playing the Artifact engine, which is really nice, like the Sanctum and the Scythe, which is really cool. And then the extra deck is obviously the Access Code, the Appaloosa, all the stuff you need for the extra deck, which is really good. We've got the 3 Nibiru's, the Red Reboot, the Twisters, and the Cyclones. I notice a trend where people are starting to pick up Twisters again, because obviously back row is becoming more prominent, so that's really cool. And we've got the Skullmeisters, which is really interesting as well. Moving on to more top 8, we have another Tri-Brigade again. Tri-Brigade representing, as you can see. We have Mr. Joshua B. I think there was one more top 8 list. No, it was another Tri-Brigade. So we have another Tri-Brigade list with Joshua B. He's running a little bit less hand traps. He's not maining the Gamma package, but he is playing 2 talents and 2 droplets in the main, and he's also maining 3 effect veilers, as you can see over here, which obviously did him really good since he made top 8. And then we also have, as the other one has, the Zoo package and the Tankies, and in the side deck we have the Drawn Lockbirds, unlike the other deck where we have them in the main, and then we've got 3 Lightning Storms wrapping up the differences in the deck. Also in this one he is playing 3 Revolt, whereas the other guy is playing 2. So Leonardo is playing 2 Revolt, where Joshua B is playing 3. So that's really cool to see. So far we've got 1 Drytron and 2 Tri-Brigade in the top 8. Moving on, in the top 8 we have Altergeist. Now Altergeist is a deck that's just been floating under the radar. Obviously you guys know that I play it, but it's actually been doing really well. As you can see, the basis, we've got the standard core of it, we've got 3 Ash and 3 Imperm just for the hand traps, and we've got the 2 Duality and the 3 Extravagance wrapping up the draw power. And then something interesting is we're playing the Rivalry of the Warlords, which is really good this format. Now looking in the side deck, he's got the Ally of Justice, I think that's what it's called. It's the one that banishes 2 lights from the grave to stop Drytron. And then he's got the 3 Nibiru, the Pankratops, and the Harpies. And one thing that people are playing a lot more these days in Altergeist, I've noticed, is Secret Village, which has actually been doing really well in all the decks so far from what I've seen. And you need the Artemis obviously to play it. And then we've got the 3 Evenly Matched, which is so good in this deck. Evenly Matched is such a blowout against a lot of decks these days. And yeah, congratulations to Mr. Adam F. You did really well. Came top 8. Congratulations to you, sir. Then coming in at top 4, we have another Tri-Brigade list. That's 3 Tri-Brigades so far. So we have 3 Ash, 2 Veiler for the hand traps, including the 3 Imperm. But this man was also main decking 3 Strikes. So Mr. Evangelos A, you were main decking 3 Strikes, which actually did you very well since it made you top 4. And I like the board. As you can see, he's siding the Judgments, which is really cool. Really nice idea. Stopping the normal summons and stopping a lot of spells and traps that could be very problematic in the decks these days. And a lot of these decks are obviously also maining Zeus. We have the 3 Forbidden Droplets and 3 Desires, which I think the other decks weren't playing, and obviously main decking the 1 Imperial Order, which is really good as well. That wrapping up the differences for the deck of Mr. Evangelos, who also made top 4. Then our other top 4 contestant, we have a Virtual World player. So you Virtual World players are very very excited for this. We have 3, 6, 9, 11, 10, 11 hand traps for this main deck. We've got 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, 3 Gamma, and 2 Draw, wrapping up the hand traps for this deck. And obviously we've got the standard virtual world core with the core by the grave, obviously to let your first turn play go off. We've got the 3 desires. I like the Kaliga in the extra deck. That's really, really good. Really, really nice. You get the Muddy Mud Dragon to make it. And I also like the Dragoon idea. Really cool for those who can't out Dragoon, like, for example, Altergeist. We've also got the Break Sword to make the level 3, which is really, really good. And something interesting in the side deck, I understand we see the anti-spell and Imperial Order to stop the spells, but we also see the Dark Ruler No Mores and the Phantasmes. Now that's also really good for more draw power and getting a body on board. So that's a really cool idea. I like seeing the Phantasme, and obviously we have the last to draw and Lockbird just to add in case we go against something that is very draw heavy. But other than that, this deck is looking really solid. I like the idea. I know I had a deck list of Yasha's deck build. Earlier on, he was playing a Fortune Tune, which can survive you a couple of turns, but obviously this man's not playing it. I think he decided to play the Break Sword instead. But other than that, it's looking really, really nice. Really good deck build, and he came top 4. So congratulations to you, Mr. Drew P. Well done to you, sir, for making top 4. Now, the top 2 decks, this has been causing quite a controversy, and I am so scared for this because this could ruin my favorite deck. But going into the top 2, we have second place Altergeist, which is only running one duality, but is running 3 torrentials and 3 extravagance. And we see a topological bomber dragon in the extra deck, as well as a charmer heater. This is obviously to make way for a little more link players and stuff like that. Allows you to get into Selene a lot faster. As you can see in the side deck, we also have 3 summon limits, which is really interesting and really different for what you see in Altergeist. And we've got the 3 Veilers to slow down a lot of the decks. It slows down Drytron because you hit the Mubeta Fafnir, you hit the one of the Tri-Brigade monsters. Really, really good for going second as well. And I see why they play it. Also, only maining the 3 Imperms and 3 Ashes, as most Altergeist players do, because then if you have Imperm Faker, it becomes another hand trap, basically. And then the 3 strikes, 3 judgments, quite standard going into today. I mean, you'll see a lot of the Altergeist lists will be having that, and obviously maining the 1 Imperial Order like every deck is doing these days. And in first place, we have Altergeist! Like, what is it going on with this deck? Like, the UK are loving this. But as you can see, they're also playing, every Altergeist deck played the 3 Secret Village, some even opting to actually side in the terraforming as well, which is really, really cool. And then we also noticed that this one's playing a lot, Mr. Owen W is playing a lot more Artemises as well. Obviously second place, Stephen R. I actually played this guy in the tournament. He opened God against me, so I couldn't really do anything. I opened double soak, so I couldn't do much. But yeah, we see over here Mr. Owen W in first place, doing really well, not siding too much back row hate, but hey, if you got evenly, you don't need to worry about that too much, right? And not many people are playing back row besides the actual back row decks, which are like Tri-Brigade now is starting to play a bit of back row. Well, they do side into it. A lot of decks mostly side into their back row at the moment, but it's the Altergeist, I think, right now that's the scary deck, because if you don't prepare for it, you get knocked out. And Rivalry is looking like a scary card, because the Rivalry, I think, has been the out to a lot of these decks. I mean, with the Rivalry, you can't revolt, because I think each of the Tri-Brigade monsters, even though they beast and beast warrior and stuff, it's still a different type, so that's really, really good. They can't revolt. It's actually really amazing to see this deck list, and it's interesting, and I might steal a couple of ideas if you don't mind. So yes, those are the top decks for the UK Island qualifiers that we were in. I mean, there were also other people there. There were people from Australia, people from Netherlands, so many different countries that were actually in this one, and it was really a lot of fun to be there. And it was amazing because people were like, oh wow, there's so many people from South Africa in this tournament. And we're like, yeah, it's nice to see representation from South Africa. You know, we're doing so well. But yes, those are the top 8 lists. I hope you guys look into this and see what decks you're wanting to play more. Obviously, we're probably gonna see more Altergeist deck lists, but I don't know, because at my locals I'm the only one, so we'll see if there's more. But yes, congratulations to all of you who made top 8. Well done to all the South African players, and we will will definitely be there more. And congratulations to Mr. Raymond and Mr. Ganizo for winning those boxes. Until next time, from me, Frisby Moonsong, I'll see you guys in the next video coming up pretty soon. So don't forget to like and subscribe because we're almost at 300 subscribers. Until then, cheers, guys. Yow!